You just said to me there was only one winner tonight, and that was the pitch.
Yeah, I think that's about the correct summary. I think I felt sorry for both sets of players. You know, it's a very, very difficult pitch, and you set your team up to try and play football, and unfortunately the pitch doesn't allow that. And you look going into the game, we had them watched at the weekend, and they're big and strong, and that's why I picked the team accordingly. Put Lawrence Harvey into the midfield just to give us that strength in there, you know, and he was absolutely fantastic. And I put Scott Hurd at left back because I identified their right winger was one of the better players for them. He was quick, so I put pace for pace, and I thought Scott Hurd was back to his best. You know, I've had a good chat with him over the last few weeks, and I think since the Ebbsfleet stuff came about, I just think he may have took his eye off the ball a little bit and been a bit complacent, but he stepped back up and showed us all what he can do today. But every single one of them, you know, it was such a battle, and it was either going to be a mistake that was going to win the game or one bit of quality. But and at the end, we nearly had that bit of quality. Lawrence Harvey's played a lovely ball over the top of Scott Hurd, who unfortunately he's put the ball wide, but the pitch again, the ball was bouncing along. And it was difficult to do. Even for their boy, who went down on the angle, and my goalkeeper's come out, and it's come off his shin and it's went wide. You know, so it was difficult for both sets of players. And even for the referee to go through the mud, it's got to be difficult for referees to referee them kind of games.
Yeah,
you don't know what a bad tackle, what a slip is.
I thought he had a good game, to be honest.
I said to him, I said he played really well in difficult conditions. He had a great game. And
I thought he did. Last time he was here, he wasn't so clever, but fair play. He had a good game today.
And I've got to say, a special mention for the young boy I put it right back, Aaron Simpson. He's 16-year-old.
Is he really?
Yeah, 16-year-old, and he came in, and what a player he's going to be.
He's going to be quality, isn't he?
You know, he didn't know anybody, he didn't know anyone. I went and watched him last week. He's down in the Soccer Elite Academy, and Andy Hessenthal was doing a bit of coaching. He said, have a look at him. He thinks he can handle men's football. So I went down and watched him, and I thought he was outstanding. You know, but it was on a nice 3G and everything. You know, the balls rolling nicely. It's a bit, as soon as you come here, you look at that.
He coped well, though, didn't he?
It took him a little bit while to get into it.
Yeah.
He made some great. He's very, very quick, you know, and he's got energy to burn. And what he can do, he can tackle. I've seen there was one tackle in the first half. He
quality,
put
wasn't it?
Left back on his backside.
Yeah, he did.
You know, a 16-year-old, God.
Yeah, he's good.
Do that, and in the second half there was some really good balls in the box, and unfortunately we just couldn't capitalise on it. But I think he was man of the match today, and what a good signing. I'm really pleased, and really pleased for his family. He's a hard-working kid, and
he's done
that's
really
what we've
well.
got to do. You've got to get out there and watch these games, and there's some little gems out there if you can pick the right ones.
Pick the right ones. I've got to compliment you on the way you set the side up today. I mean, when I looked at the team sheet, it almost looked like you were going with 3 up front, but you certainly went with 2 and sometimes 3. And Jordan just dropping in the hole. It does at times, unless you've got a really strong midfield, and thank goodness Lawrence was on his game today. That can be dangerous, can't it?
It can be dangerous, but all the time you have 2 really attacking fullbacks, and in the modern game now, as fullbacks have got to be wingers, and if you narrow midfield, the 2 wingers become your wide players, and I hear your comments on the side there, get some width in the play. Well, you can't get any quicker than Scott Hurd and young Aaron Simpson.
No.
I mean, it's unfortunate the pitch you couldn't run with the ball, so it was difficult in them respects.
Certainly was.
So yeah, I mean, you can see our pace was out wide with the 2 quick boys, and obviously the strength was in the middle of the park, and I had to go strong today. Obviously up top with Craig and Mark Murison. He made his debut. You know, he's still searching for fitness, but I needed that strength, and we went right through the spine of the team and looked at the strength. The 2 boys at the top, Lawrence Harvey in the middle of the park, and obviously John Guest and Dan Wells did a terrific job. I thought they played really well as well, you know, and I'm really pleased with Matt Boyd. He got a clean sheet. I left him in. Obviously after last Tuesday, I had a good chat with Luke Watkins, who's been probably the player of the season, you know, and I've got 2 number 1s, and it's a great headache to have as a manager, but we've I just think maybe on these kind of pitches, I looked at the Hive game when he blamed himself for James Morris goal when he came out and kicked it. I just think with these really heavy pitches, he's working on his technique all the time in training and away from here with his striking the ball. So I just think when the pitch is really heavy and cut up like that, Matt Boyd strikes the ball a little bit better. And that was the only difference today. But he took it well, and next year I've got 2 number 1, so maybe Luke will come in on Saturday because that's where you want. I want to keep them both happy, and because you play one all season, one could get disillusioned and and end up wanting to leave. But if you play one a few games and another couple of games, and it keeps them happy and it keeps them on their toes, you know.
Certainly does.
And it keeps them fresh. And I've got to say he was terrific today. He didn't really have much to do in terms.
One great save.
Yeah, he made one great save, but he had more to do probably at Burgess Hill where he made some great saves.
Yeah.
And but both of them make some great saves. I mean,
they do.
Luke is outstanding against Ebbsfleet.
Yeah.
But, so it's great for us to have them two keepers at the club.
Must compliment the back four because they did a good job of protecting him today, didn't they?
They did, and listen, it wasn't one of them where you could get any concerted pressure on the ball in around the box because there was always somebody. Even if you had the ball, you were slipping over and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's falling all over the place.
It wasn't easy, but the boys battled for the cause. It's the first step after 4 losses in the league, which obviously is bitter to take. But we showed a different character tonight. We had to dig in, and the boys dug in and give this club a performance. You know, we had a tough training session, 3.5 hours on Saturday at 442 club, which I'm a part owner of in Gillingham, and really put the boys to the sword. And I think that put us in good stead today.
Well, it certainly did, and like you've been saying all season, you know, our fitness tells now. I would say a season or 2 ago we would have faltered towards the end, but we certainly hung up. We had a little sticky patch, didn't we, about 15 minutes before the end, when we couldn't get them out of our box, and then we got a bit of a grip on it. And
all the time we got the Aaron Lacey there was throwing balls in the box, and it's difficult. I mean, that's why we had Billy Cobb, who was always a weapon later on in games, and you can always bring your big boys up from the back and try and something may just happen for you.
But we coped well with it.
We did. I mean, it's even hard to grip the ball and throw it in at times, so it's not easy. But it's a stepping stone, and hopefully we can go on. Now we've got 2 away games to look forward to. Hopefully the pitches are in better condition than ours. No disrespect to ours, I know all the hard work that the ground staff has got this game on, and have been absolutely outstanding.
It's been fantastic.
But, we hopefully can try and get a little bit of a roll on it, you know, and try and get rolled a bit, and just to take that bubbliness out of it.
So as you say, we're off on Saturday, and it's another away day for us.
Yeah, it was. You know, we had good memories of it. I think I scored 2 free kicks there last season, and, and we had a good win. So hopefully we can take that on, and hopefully it's a lucky place for us. And we've got obviously another tricky game against Crawley Down Gatwick on Tuesday, which is my birthday. So they need to win.
They need to win. Nicky, great to talk to you again. Thanks very much, mate.
Cheers.